Hello to New Risings family. JuJuan Buford broadcasting from Detroit metropolitan area. Definitely excited for our organization and just the tremendous success stories that have been born this year, and that I know we're going to continue to create as we take this incredible story of LegalShield to the marketplace and bless families and empower individuals all across North America. And of course, also not only talk about it, but show people a real alternative to the 40-40-40 lifestyle, right? That 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life to try to live off 40% less. And of course, liberate individuals from jobs that, quite frankly, don't fulfill their needs, and whether it be psychically or financially, right? Not only do we have a phenomenal opportunity, we have a phenomenal, in my mind, a responsibility, right? To share this story and give everyone an opportunity to liberate themselves, to live life on their own terms, to truly live purpose-driven lives where they're doing what they want to, not what they have to earn income 24/7 around the clock, right? So, one of the pillars of our success here as an organization, and there are several, but there are pillars or principles, if you will, that have been directly responsible for the success that we've enjoyed. And one of those principles is the ideal, and not necessarily, I would say the ideal, let me be more accurate, the practice of celebrating, edifying, and protecting. That's right, celebrating, edifying, and protecting. What do I mean by that? Look, at the end of the day, when individuals first join LegalShield and when they begin to engage, participate with our organization, understand this, a lot of individuals, they come for the money, but they end up staying for the relationships and, quite frankly, for the culture, right? That's why a lot of individuals stay engaged. The bottom line is, whether it be at the workplace, at home, and they're coming and going, very few people are being celebrated nowadays. Matter of fact, given the current environment, if you're on social media, if you're having conversations on a regular basis with the public, just engaging in different topics, whether you're watching the news, it's kind of acerbic, it's kind of negative right now. And the reason why we stress this ideal of celebrating those individuals is because we want to make sure that if they're not getting it at home, they're not being celebrated at home, they're not being edified at home, people aren't saying positive things about them in the workplace, let us provide an environment where that takes place, right? So we celebrate everything from the small successes to the large ones, right? Whether a person does an exposure or whether they rank advance, whether they qualify for Director 25 or Power 20, Executive Director, Senior Director, whether they Performance Club qualify. Look, snowflakes turn into snowballs. So in our organization, we celebrate the successes of others. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. I know for a lot of people, it may be uncomfortable either to receive that, let's be real, and for some of us, it's uncomfortable to give that, right? To give recognition to others. Because of course, we're taught in corporate America, or sometimes before you even get there, right? You're taught very early on that you should celebrate I, right? But there's no yourself, right? But there's no I in team. So we celebrate everybody within our organization, and quite frankly, also without. Because if success is knocking on someone else's door and you're participating, you're there in that neighborhood, success may knock on your door next. And of course, a candle loses nothing by lighting another candle, right? So we celebrate everyone. Because the bottom line is this: if you're thinking like a business owner, right, and you're building a business of scale, you want it to grow all across North America, United States, Canada, and of course, we're getting ready to break into the UK soon, so really excited about that, right? Called a huge clue. The bottom line is, you want to make sure that there's a culture of edification and celebration. As your business begins to grow away from you, you want new associates who may be fearful, right? They're at their highest level of anxiety when they join. They're excited. They recognize that there's a reason why they got involved, but chances are this might be the first time they've tiptoed into entrepreneurship. This might be the first time they've tried to start up any kind of business endeavor. A lot of the skills, a lot of the muscles that they're going to have to either gain, or maybe some of those skills and muscles that have atrophied over the course of time because of lack of use, right? They're going to need some encouragement. They're going to need individuals to be there to applaud them and celebrate them. So you want to build a culture, right, of celebrating the successes of others, right? We want to give them something they're typically not enjoying at that workplace. And unfortunately, let's be real, I mean, I hate to say it, but You know, in a lot of people's homes, they're not getting, let's just say, proper respect or recognition as well, right? So we celebrate. We edify. Now, what does that mean? We have a system and a culture, and it works, right? And we edify that culture. We edify that system. Part of that system is reading 10 pages of a good book a day. Part of that system is utilizing tools and events to build the business. Part of that system is relying upon the skills and talents of others. In traditional business, you don't do that. It's dog eat dog, right? In traditional business, no one's trying to help you out. No one's really trying to lend their talent or expertise without a hefty price. It doesn't work that way in our organization. So we edify, right? We edify tools. We speak well of individuals inside of our organization. We speak well of leadership. We speak well of new associates. We speak well of those who are actively engaged in the system, conducting three-way calls, reaching down, supporting individuals, right? We don't just ask someone to perform a task. If we work with them side by side, we grab them by the hand and say, look, we're going to do this together. It's not you do this. We're going to do this, right? And so we edify those things, right? So in other words, there's no negativity, right? Typically, if you're in an office setting or if you're in a work environment, if the quote-unquote boss or manager is having a bad day, they take it out on the employees, right? They take it out on the staff. They say the BS travels downhill, right? Well, it doesn't work that way in our organization. In our organization, the BS.com travels uphill, right? You take issues, you take concerns, you take potential conflicts may occur, and you bring it to your sponsor, you bring it to your upline, you bring it to leadership, because we're the ones who are going to be more inclined to be able to solve those problems and address those issues, as opposed to just complaining about it, right? And running amok and spreading rumors and spreading just negative energy. Like, we don't have time for that. If you want that, you can find that at the workplace. You can find that in another environment. That's not what we do here, right? So we speak well of each other. If we have conflict, we take that conflict straight to the person, or we take that conflict straight to the leadership to bring some resolution to it. So we edify, right? This is what makes our culture different. This is what has made our organization different. It is the reason why we've enjoyed the success we've had. The bottom line is, when a new associate joins, they don't know to respect the leadership. They don't know to sacrifice. They don't know how much time. They don't know that someone's making an effort to make it possible for them to earn full-time income, spare time. Trust me, someone has to be willing to make the sacrifice and make sure that the system stays together. There has to be someone that's willing to serve as the glue. They don't know that. All they know is presentations are taking place on their behalf. They got these tools. Individuals are following up with them and helping them build their business, right? That's the extent that they know, right? And so they don't know to give people their proper respect. They don't know how to show regard and appreciation. So that's why we edify, right? When we're out in public and we're engaging each other, we speak well of each other, right? Because once again, individuals are watching you all the time. Whether you realize it or not, you're constantly being watched. You're constantly being observed. And the way we edify and pat each other on the back, and whether it be saying someone is having tremendous success, they're really down to earth, earning a lot of money, leading national expansion, a phenomenal leader, a real go-getter, right? These are the terminology. This is how we speak of each other, right? It's so absolutely important. I just can't say that enough, that we learn how to edify and speak well of a system and speak well of each other, right? And then, of course, we protect. And what do I mean by protect? We protect this system, right? The bottom line is, none of us has earned a dime in this company unless someone else has been there to help them. When we all join and start as entrepreneurs and business owners, we all start in our diapers, right? And just like a baby fresh out the womb, babies don't come out the womb sprinting, right? There's someone there to hold their hand, help clean up their messes, make sure they have the tools, and they are informed and they grow and become knowledgeable to eventually become full-fledged participating adults, right? Ideally, that's how it's supposed to work. Well, look, our business is no different. When a brand new person joins, we have to protect them. We have to make sure that they have the tools, that they're plugged in, right? Whether it be our Facebook page, whether it be the trainings at shieldnation.com, whether it be they're plugged into the leadership so they're getting the right information and do the right things. We protect, right? We protect our leadership. We protect those individuals who are making a sacrifice and taking the time. There's no ill will spoken. If there's a problem, if there's a concern, we bring it right to those individuals, right? Once again, no nasty rumors, innuendos, that type of nonsense. There's no space for that here within our business, quite frankly, and specifically within our organization. If someone's making a phone call to help out an associate, we accept that phone call, right? Because the bottom line is, if leadership is reaching down to say hello to you, they're not calling you to talk about the Game of Thrones, Empire, or Power, right? They're calling because they want to provide you some information, provide you support, find out whether or not there are any blind spots, continue to help you build your business. So look, what we do is we respect, right? Because it's a false expectation to believe that you're going to come into our organization, disrespect those individuals who are leading from the front, taking the time, making the sacrifice, and then think you're going to continue to benefit indefinitely. No, sooner or later, you're going to be asked to see your way out. And of course, we're all independent associates. We're all independent business owners here. We're all at will, meaning we build at our will. But it's a false expectation to believe that you're going to continue to benefit from the effort, the strength, the momentum, the energy of this organization, the leadership therein, and take it for granted, right? And be disrespectful and unappreciative. So that's how we go about building our business. Is one of the key pillars, right? Celebrating, edifying, protecting. Number one, we celebrate the success of everyone. We pat everyone on the back. Phenomenal job. Whether it be simply an exposure, simply taking the time to view a training, read a book, snowflakes turn into snowballs, right? So we celebrate the success of everyone. There's no hateration here. It's not allowed. Not here, right? We edify. We speak well of each other. We speak well of our leadership. We speak well of new associates. We spend time focused on the good in individuals, right? Because none of us are necessarily the worst of what we've done, and none of us are necessarily the best of what we've done. We're somewhere in between, all of us as human beings. So we see the best in individuals. We edify individuals, right? And we give them a chance to put their best foot forward, and we applaud and celebrate and pat them on the back every step of the way. And of course, once again, we protect the culture of our organization. If someone wants to join and they can't celebrate, edify, and protect, if they can't protect and speak well of and respect the time and effort and energy that individuals are putting forth to make sure they're having success, we politely ask them to find another place to build their business or another space to do it, right? We just have no toleration, no space for that. We have too important a responsibility. This is too phenomenal an opportunity to change lives, and also, of course, an opportunity to change our lives as well. So let's go out here and continue to get after it with integrity. Let's continue to get out with positivity. Continue to get out here with focus and purpose. And of course, I continue to celebrate everyone's success. Goodbye for now.